Good morning. Thank you for starting your day with Good Day Charlotte.
All right, 7:40 now. Boy, this is the big topic right now. Everyone's talking about CBD oil. What is it? Is it good for you? Why is the FDA cracking down? We've got Dr. Corinne Weaver here. She has got all kind of opinions for you. She's going to share those next. Man, this has been a hot topic lately. We're talking about cannabis oil, which is known as CBD oil. A lot of experts say the oil has natural pain relief, anti-inflammatory properties, can even help with drug withdrawal, epilepsy, anxiety, even cancer. Dr. Corinne Weaver is here to show us some of the different forms of CBD. Always a pleasure to have you here with us. So there's a crackdown going on right now in North Carolina. Right. But before we get to what's going on with it, what is it to start with?
Well, so it's a plant that's been around for thousands of years. And in the 1940s, this guy named Roger Adams, he'd actually discovered CBD oil from the hemp plant.
Okay.
So I brought in cabbage and turnip.
Yeah,
right?
What's up with this?
It comes from the same family, but they look totally different. And so marijuana and hemp come from the same family, but they're totally different properties.
Oh.
So as we know, marijuana has the THC that gives you the psychoactive compound in it.
Okay.
But hemp does not make you high.
Wow,
That's what they're using to get the CBD oil from.
So they can come from similar properties, but as long as you don't have that THC chemical in it, that's the part that's dangerous or illegal or addictive?
Exactly.
Is that what that is?
Exactly. So my Uncle John, Amazon John Easterling, he is known, he's actually dedicated his whole entire life to studying plants and finding out their healing properties. And when we found out my Aunt Olivia Newton-John had cancer, we used the cannabis oil to help her with her pain. And so she was on Dr. Oz in 2017 talking about how she used other things that did not help, and actually the cannabis was actually able to help her with her pain reduction.
So what is it that's in this oil that's being extracted from these natural plants? What is it? What's happening in our body that's making things better? And I would also think it makes you take less prescription drugs. We got such an opioid mess in our country today.
Exactly. And I just started my new podcast called No More Meds, and I go more in details about this. But we actually have a system called the endocannabinoid system that was discovered in 1990s. Okay. And in that discovery, we found that there was receptor sites for the cannabis plant to help patients with seizures and neurological components like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. So anything that was going to do with the neurological component of our brain, that was able to calm us down.
So why are we having a crackdown from the FDA? Are there different types that we need to stay away from? Are you not allowed to sell it? What's the deal?
That's a good question. You know, a lot of people don't know how to use it properly. They don't know how to dose it properly. So they're buying it at the gas station and they're just pumping CBD on, but they don't know how to use it. So I always say work with a doctor that knows, because if you're taking other medication, any plant can have side effects to that medication. Okay. So you have to be aware of what you're putting into your body and your health and history. So work with doctors, you know, doctors like me, and there's other doctors that know how to use these plants to benefit you, because not everybody needs it, right?
So is that's my question, is it legal? If I came to you or someone else and said, hey, I want to try some oil drops, or I know you can put them in smoothies, salad dressings, there's a lot of different things that you can do. All that's fine, and that's legal?
Well, yes, the CBD oil has been legal. Yes, it is legal. And so it's been known to help people with anxiety, seizures, and I use it for chronic pain. But again, it's good to know the health history and working with a doctor that can best understand it and know how to dose it. Because it's all about dosing, because there's actually, you know, for seizure patients, the Mayo Clinic has to go in high doses, like 200, 300 milligrams. And CBD oil is very expensive. Okay. So, you know, you don't want to just have to spend hundreds of dollars every month to know if it's going to work for you.
Hey, last question. We had a couple questions early this morning on Facebook Live where they said, I've wanted to try it, but I'm afraid if I get a random drug test at work or wherever, that this is going to show up in a drug test.
No, so CBD oil does not have the THC in it. Okay. So it's not going to show up, and it doesn't give you that psycho activities like the marijuana plant. Again, comes from the same family. But two different components of how it reacts with your body.
And I'm glad that I'm not taking cabbage or radish oil. So there you go. Listen, if there's 1,000 questions out there, track your doctor down. Make sure to ask how it could work for you before you try it on your own. Thanks as always, Dr. Weaver. Appreciate it.